Watch your ears. Okay, we good? Everyone's good? All right, here we go. You've seen our sketches, you've seen all our hype videos, but here at KUGR we decided to make a show just for you guys and all the cool things that you do here at Northwest. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you the Profile Show.
My name is Mallory Martin and I'm the college advisor. I primarily meet one-on-one with students. Sometimes it can be like a group setting or I give like class presentations sometimes. Right now I've been doing like a scholarship info session. So primarily just one-on-ones with students, but also like scholarship and class presentations. Or I've hosted a couple of financial aid events, but I also do college visits. I have a really strong passion that I want every single student to feel heard and to have, I think they have the right to know their options and have access to education after high school.
My name is Cheyenne Bolin, and Miss Martin helped me with finding the right college. She helped me not feel as overwhelmed with the whole process. We sat down and talked about multiple different colleges. I was kind of at a loss point when I first started the process, and then we started eliminating colleges that weren't like the correct fit for me, and then we ended up finding Hastings.
My main focus is that students feel heard. Just with, I think they're talked at a lot, just like in this stage of your life. So I want to hear what you want for what's coming. So I want students to feel heard, but also to make sure that they're aware of access opportunities and ways that I can help them bridge to what's coming next.
Definitely go and talk to Miss Martin. She is a lot of help, and she helps you like calm down about the whole process because I was pretty stressed out.
I think connection with students has been the most rewarding part of this job. I really enjoy when students like come back in to check in and say like, hey, I got accepted into this school, or like I got this scholarship. So I think connection with the students and just building that relationship with them has been the best part.
The way that I feel about Miss Martin is she's a really, really nice person to be around. I mean, she makes you smile no matter what you're doing. She's very humble and kind, and I just like enjoy going to her office just to talk now that I found my college.
We have a certain amount of dances we do each season, and then those are the dances that we do for each competition.
In the summer, we only travel to Emporia for NDA, which is just a 3-day camp, but then every 3 years we go with band to Disney World to do parades.
You're just with all of your friends, and it's like, yes, you work hard, but like after you work hard, you just get to like mess around and ride
it's
the
over
rides.
winter break, and so it's like a nice break from the cold, and we go to the beach.
Spend New Year's there, so like we get to watch the ball drop and stuff while we're in Universal.
And it's finally a time where like you get to spend time with your coach in like a fun way, and like there's no pressure, and like you just get to have fun, and the parades are fun. It's not for a score, it's not for like a grade, it's just a great time.
I feel like what a lot of people don't know about dance team is that like when you have dances that you're like getting ready to perform or whatever, there's so much that goes into it. So like the time and dedication that it takes to like prepare yourself for it,
It's a lot.
it takes a lot of time and effort, yeah.
Best qualities of the team is that they are very hardworking. These are girls who are going to the dance studio 20 hours a week. Some of them have jobs, some of them are in the school play, some of them are doing all these different things, and they are able to balance that and dance team at the same time, which is really difficult. And that'll be great for them later on in life because it's a really good practical experience. I do feel like the team is a family. Some days you love your family, some days you like your family, some days you just couldn't stand each other. We all have those moments. I think when you spend, we always joke our season is 14 months out of the year because it overlaps. And so when you spend as much time as we do together, you get that family bond. Whether you like it or not. It's a positive thing, it's good.
My name is Ella Legrid, and I am a junior IB diploma candidate.
My role in the IB program is to make sure that the kids that are in my care are prepared for the next phase of life. And they might learn a little bit of biology along the way.
Everybody keeps telling me that it'll all be worth it, and so that's like what keeps me going through stress, is like, this is gonna be worth it. All the hard work that I'm putting in is gonna pay off, like, academically and financially.
I really enjoy all my IB classes because I think they really challenge me critically, and we learn really in-depth topics, like more than you would in your regular classes. I also really like my IB classes because there's a really small classroom setting, so you get to know your teachers really well and your classmates.
Because I've spent so much extra time with them asking questions and stuff, I feel like I get to know them better, because I feel like IB requires a lot more of your time, both inside and outside of school.
I think the biggest benefit for students is a sense of community. You know, they're small classes. These kids are all together pretty much all day, especially if they're diploma kids, and they become so comfortable with each other and reliant on each other.
I teach European history, both year 1 and year 2. One of the main benefits of being a part of the IB program is that it prepares the students very well for college. At least that's some of the feedback that I've gotten from some of my previous students, that when they go to college, the first year tends to be what they say easy.
TOK is Theory of Knowledge. It is a class that focuses on knowledge and like how we know what we know and how we learn. There's areas of knowledge and ways of knowing, and those are just two ways that you can like analyze your thoughts. I think TOK really helps me tie everything together because it really helps me understand how my classes are interdisciplinary and how I'm like growing as a learner.
So TOK, or Theory of Knowledge, they call it a philosophy class. Ms. Walker says it is showing what you know, how you know it, and why you know it. And I would say that it's like the class like we'll read an article and then we will kind of have just like one giant Socratic seminar. The areas of knowledge, like they tie into math and language, so it just kind of gives what you're doing in the IB program like a bigger meaning. But I do not like how much work it can be sometimes, especially when you're up till like 2:30 in the morning doing homework.
There's a difference in the willingness of kids to accept the struggle, to accept the information, because they're there purposefully. IB kids, they're gonna work hard, but it's very rewarding for them. But they have to know going into it that it's not normal for them yet and that they're going to have to adapt.
The reason why I say it's a fair amount is because those students that choose to sign up for the diploma program, it's very well stated, you know, this is what you're going to have to complete if this is something that you do want to earn.
Current District 17 representative and Northwest alumni Tom Cox gives us insight on what he does as a representative and reminisces about his time here at Northwest.
I'm a member of the Kansas House of Representatives. I'm in my 4th year in my 2nd term. The entire district is in Shawnee Mission, so I want to make sure that I'm there participating, engaging, listening to hear what is happening on the ground in our district so that I can bring that information back up here. And when we're making decisions related to school financing, school policy, I feel that I'm as informed as I can possibly be. Education is my number one issue continuously. I know that it's the number one issue back in the district as well, is that we believe that a strong public school system will drive the strongest version that our state can be. Additionally, I've been working this year on special education funding. The state's supposed to reimburse special education at 92% back to our districts. We're at somewhere around 74%. So I'm working with various groups and other legislators to find additional revenue to specifically allocate towards special education. This is my junior year yearbook picture. One of the things I loved about Shawnee Mission Northwest when I was there is that, you had different cliques, different groups, but that it was a very inclusive school, that you could be part of any of the different cliques and people were okay with that. To any students watching this, know that you can get involved. It doesn't matter your political party or your ideology. You can find people to work with. And if you're an independent and you think, I don't really fit in with either party, that's okay too. Go try to search out a candidate you feel like, I'm not really in either party, but that's a candidate I can believe in. I overall like their stances, or I think that they do a good job. Go build that relationship or get involved in the city council or nonpartisan races, but just know that you can make a huge difference. I had an awesome base of volunteers from Shawnee Mission Northwest coming out and spending their personal time knocking doors. You're thinking, I'm in high school, what can I do? You can do a lot and make a huge, huge difference.
My name's Zach Claussen, Cougar aficionado, and welcome back to Cougar Thoughts. Last time we had JJ Jack Johnson Johnson. This week we have Sophia Mehnert.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Put her there, sport. Thank you.
Wanted to catch anything.
Oh, okay.
The virus is going around. It's kind of. That brings me into one of the initial questions. The coronavirus. What are you going to do about it?
What I know about the coronavirus, which is limited, is that it comes from China. It has spread into like 4 cases in the United States, right?
Into 4 cases? Like
Spread
grave cases?
Like people cases.
What's a people? What, you mean a coffin? How has the state of Kansas been altered or otherwise benefited by your fake role-play government game?
Children are the future, students are the future. By creating this mock version of government in which we like test policies and see what legislation is being passed, we could spill up into creating real change. Like the bills that get passed in youth and government that I was able to sign actually get shown to legislators.
If pro is the opposite of con, what's the opposite of Congress? Can we do that again? Who killed JFK? Who did it?
I don't know, but I don't think it was one bullet.
You don't think it was one bullet?
How could it, like, it was like...
It was too squiggly, you'd say?
Yeah. Don't they call it like the magic bullet, like the blender?
No, that is just a blender. Tell me an embarrassing story.
So...
Sophia then went on to tell me a story. I didn't remember too much of it. I was more fixated on the twinkle in her eye every time she spoke about her desire to violate the Constitution.
Oh, I'm getting a call.
Yeah, whatever.
Hi. No, I'm not busy. Yeah, oh, okay. No, nothing important. Just like this silly little interview thing. I'm honestly free whenever. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, see you then. Bye. Okay, sorry. So, you can ask me some more of your little silly questions or whatever now.
I'm done! I hope that didn't break.
I was born in Italy, so I've lived there for 17 and a half years. I came to the US because I feel like this is an experience that makes you grow a lot, as a person. You become a lot more independent, and also like I can improve my English. The things that I like about Northwest are the like students like care a lot about, you know, the school, because in Italy it's like way more different, because like everybody is focused on their own like school career. Like nobody like is part of like a school sport or extra school clubs and stuff. After graduation, I don't know what I want to do yet, because when I come back after graduation here, I have another year and then my Italian graduation. And after that, I think I'm gonna go to college in Italy, but I don't know if I'm gonna go in Italy or here. And I like to do something with like international communication or something like that. I miss a lot like my friends and our weekends, because weekends in Italy are way more different than here. I go to school on Saturday morning, and when I'm out of school, I just like hang out with my friends. In the evening, I also am like kind of a volunteer in a children like center or something like that, where we just like help them doing their homework. And then I go out for dinner with my best friends, and then we usually go to nightclubs. I don't know, on Sunday I spend a lot of time with my family and just studying, and then on Sunday night we have dinner like all together with my grandparents and my uncles and cousins.
I've always kind of been interested in photography like ever since I was young. And then like we had that little elective walkabout thing in 8th grade where we all went to the gym, and I saw the table and I was like, oh, that looks interesting.
I became interested in photojournalism because photography was always something that had drawn my eye and something that I wanted to try, and I figured that this program was the best way to do that.
This is my first year doing photography, so the way that I bond with like the upperclassmen, say, is usually when I need help, when I don't know how to do something.
Photojournalism helps me connect with Northwest because you get to meet so many different people, either through interviews or like just taking their photo.
Being a photojournalist is pretty much using your creativity through a camera to tell a story.
I would say that the best part of PhotoJ is all about the bond that you form with the other people that you take pictures with.
The best part of photojournalism is honestly Co. She's probably one of the most understanding and like loyal people I've ever met, and she's honestly taught me the like true meaning of friendship.
My best photo was one that I took right outside the school, right outside that door, and it was Skylar Brogan blowing a bubble, but the focus on the bubble is so crisp that you can see all like the water droplets flying off of it. And it actually won me an award.
The coolest moment I've ever captured was a JV game last year. It was Ryan Borberg, and he was going to head the ball, and it basically looked like he was climbing on top of the other player, and it was spectacular.
Last year from Muckfest, I got a pretty good picture of Maddie Graff, and she was like smacking Mary Morstadt, I think it was, in the face with like shaving cream, and it was just like a perfect moment.
My name is Erin.
My name is Sophie.
My name is Erin, and I'm a photojournalist.
Going to go kind of far away. I applied to schools sort of all over the country. I applied to 12, so I said St. Louis, so I applied to WashU, and then like Vanderbilt, Duke, North Carolina, Colorado, Rice, and like some other ones that are kind of hard to get into also.
She's very hardworking in her schools and extracurricular and sports because she always does the extra stuff and always is on top of everything. Me and Skylar have been friends since 7th grade, but started being like good friends like freshman year. We have lots of memories, but one of my favorites is spring break in Colorado with her. It was just like really fun.
At Northwest, I'm involved in photojournalism, yearbook, swim team, National Honor Society, Spanish and Math National Honor Society, Quill and Scroll.
Me and Skylar swim together, and we do like NHS.
I'm really excited just to meet new people. I went to like an elementary school that didn't feed into Northwest, so like that whole experience of coming to a new place and not knowing anyone, because I only knew 5 people, I think that'll be kind of reflected in going into college. So I think it'll be really cool to meet all new people, because that's what I did at Northwest. Growing up, my parents always told me and kind of taught me that college is a time to like go far away and meet new people and try new things and like study abroad and that kind of thing. So I've always kind of had it in my head that I would be going to a college far away, and my brother did and my parents both did that when they were younger. So I've always wanted to go far away, and I think it'll be kind of hard, but it'll also be something that I've been expecting. I'll miss my friends.
Without Skylar, it'll be a little bit harder because I don't have anybody to hang out with all the time. I'll miss her because we do everything together and swim practice and go to the gym and shop and just hang out all the time.
I think I'll probably be giving up being kind of dependent on like my friends and my family, and like I wouldn't have probably a ride home from schools and stuff, so I'd be doing all that by myself and like figuring everything out by myself, so I won't necessarily have like a right there in the moment like support system and group of people to like answer my questions and give me advice. But I think that'll be something new that I'm getting then, is like a whole new group of people probably from all over the world who will be able to give me their own unique advice and experiences.
Senior Scott Klein has been competitively swimming for 8 years. At his time at Northwest, he has broken 2 individual records, the 50-meter freestyle and the 100-meter freestyle. He has also broken the 200-meter freestyle relay with Ben Harrell, Will Vandenbos, and Eric Gonzalez. Every day, Scott works hard to be a record-breaking swimmer.
My favorite memory of swimming here at Northwest has got to be breaking the 200 freestyle relay record. It was just a really great feeling, very joyful. It was after state, so we had to come in on an extra day, but it was 100% worth it. We usually shy away from doing a lot of yardage at our practices, which is not very normal. As a freshman, I was part of a club team. My training was really geared towards like events like the 200 freestyle, the 500 freestyle, and now I'm doing more high intensity workouts with short intervals, and I'm geared towards doing the 50 freestyle, 100 freestyle, and so I've just kind of matured towards specific events rather than training as a one-size-fits-all kind of practice. The most challenging part I feel of swimming is the commitment, just getting up every day, making sure that you give 100%, always be attacking in the water, just always finding that mental attitude to make sure that you're doing the right thing. So balancing swimming and just other activities, you kind of just have to treat them as completely different things. When you're at swim, you're swimming. When you're at school, you're doing school. You just gotta keep those worlds kind of separate. I plan on swimming Division I in college. I haven't decided on a school yet, but I have a couple offers and a couple official visits coming up. It's a nice relaxing sensation, and at the same time just a high intensity moment. My goal this year to just keep dropping my times. I certainly want to keep breaking my record, and I'd love to get first at state this year. It'd be an amazing accomplishment to be the first Kansan to go under 20 seconds in the freestyle, and that's something that I've definitely been working towards, but anything could happen. My junior year, I was kind of relying too much on my talent and just kind of where I was already at rather than hard work, and so my times, they did improve, but not as much as I would have liked. Bringing that towards this year, I've been really focusing on just 100%, always be attacking every practice, every set, making sure that my rivals do not outwork me because I need to take state.
Though it's the end of Scott Klein's high school career, it's just the beginning of something much bigger.